Yo, what's up, Mr. Yang? My other consultant will be here soon.
Oh, great.
Hey, Mr. Yang, so sorry I'm late. You know how it is with the kids and everything.
How you doing, bud?
Alright, go.
Hi, Mr. Yang. My name is Brian Flaherty.
And I'm Steven Ignazik. And we're your new campaign consultants. The election is approaching quickly, so let's get right into it.
Absolutely. I'm so glad my campaign hired two 17-year-olds to get me to the White House. There are a wide variety of important issues that will impact you winning the 2020 election. While each and every one is monumentally crucial for success in this race, we've narrowed down the list to ones most pressing in today's world.
We think that you should focus on the economy, healthcare, immigration, the environment, gun control, and education.
Your primary focus should first and foremost be on the economy, centered around your proposal of a freedom dividend and human-centered capitalism. And just below that, healthcare, emphasizing a support for Medicare for all. These are the backbone of your campaign, so we'll be going to go into detail on moves you should make to increase your polling numbers using these. So first we have the economy. Registered and more informed Democrats, especially those who have watched you in the recent debates, are most likely to know about your ideas of the freedom dividend and human-centered capitalism. You did not have as much of a chance to talk in these recent debates, hashtag Yang Media Blackout. You were really only able to explain that the freedom dividend revolves around giving $1,000 a month to every American family, and that you have much more detailed explanations of this on your website. So this needs to be broadcast on television so more people can see this, and it's a main selling point for you to become president.
We've created a commercial that is perfect for the economic issues that you wish to address as president. Now, all we need you to say is, "I'm Andrew Yang, and I approve this message," at the end of it. Here. Andrew Yang, the man who the New York Times calls the internet's favorite candidate and Obama named a champion of change. The founder of the nonprofit organization Venture for America has a plan for America's economy. A freedom dividend that will provide $1,000 a month to every American, letting every American pay their bills, educate themselves, spend time with family, and invest for the future, and boost the economy by $2.5 trillion by 2025. Paid for through companies like Amazon, who make trillions in revenue and pay zero in taxes. Cutting down on the corrupt business practices of the 21st century will allow for a more human-centered capitalism, making the human above the dollar. Let the market serve the people, not the dollars. Humanity first. Will you join the hashtag YangGang 2020? See, we told you it was great. We also know that you have some other stances on various parts of the economy, most of which you should start to push before the primaries during interviews, on social media, or at rallies. These include your mandatory paid leave policy, fighting for equal pay, assistance for single parents, capital gain taxes, and added value taxes.
So once you win the primary, you should win over the independents, a group that is growing more and more. At this time, you should more publicly state that you feel that the minimum wage should reveal that you want to leave the minimum wage up to the states because a universal basic income could make up for it. This, along with your call to capitalism, will appeal a bit more to conservative-leaning independents. Since conservatives are more drawn towards your campaign than any other Democrat, it shouldn't be tough winning over loads of Republicans with that plan.
Now we're going to discuss your campaign plan for the other major issue that has been leading America. With over 80% of Americans agreeing that it's an extremely important factor in their vote, you probably already know it's healthcare. You need to emphasize your 6-step plan and why it is better than simply adjusting 18% of the US budget and eliminating private healthcare sectors. Push on the fact that controlling drug prices, diminishing the influence of lobbyists, investing in new healthcare technologies, and many other policies that you've already stated on your website is better and will help allow Medicare for all.
Your policies are amazing, Mr. Yang, but in order to win and implement them, you're going to need to appeal to more voters, which brings us to the next portion of our presentation.
Not gonna lie, Yang. Currently, you're in 5th place amongst the Democratic candidates, and you're polling at only 5%. So along with your economic commercial that we've already shown you, and discussing your policies more, you want to implement these on talk shows, social media, and rallies. You're going to want to appeal to certain demographics and states at these events.
As an Asian American and one of the first real Asian American challengers for President of the United States, you're going to want to appeal to Asian American communities. 38% of Asian Americans are registered Democrats, and 77% of Asians voted for Democrats in the last election. Many Asian communities reside in key swing states, so appealing to them will help gather you more votes. Overall, though, you could appeal to many minorities as your parents are immigrants from Taiwan.
Before the primary election is over, we suggest that you try to hit each of the delegates from each state so that you can get more votes in the primary election. So first you're going to want to hit Iowa for their caucuses since they're so early. Then you'll want to go in chronological order for the other states. So right now your current plan of a tour bus across Ireland will certainly help gather you those first few voters that you desperately need.
And then, after winning the primaries, that's when you'll want to focus your attention on specific states, working hard especially to attract independents from those states. You want to go to states like PA, Michigan, Ohio, Wisconsin, and Florida. In the 2016 election, Colorado, Georgia, Iowa, New Mexico, Nevada, Texas, and Virginia all had less than a 10-point margin of victory. So if you campaign in those states too and make sure that you can keep or turn some of them, you'll win this election.
Now we suggest you limit your time in the states that always vote Democrat or always vote Republican, as it's basically a guarantee that you're going to win or lose those states. With the presidential election though, you'll have to appear more moderate to appeal to the independents which make those swing states.
And that's where your economic plan will really help you, as you are not a career politician, but a career job creator who knows the economy. You will want to make sure that you say this a lot, and the people are tired of having people in charge who don't understand the needs of the common man. Your goal is to be a martyr for them. And also, since you are described as the internet's favorite candidate, you should appeal more to voters through different social media platforms like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, YouTube, and even TikTok.
The younger millennial voters will be a group that you really want to try to appeal to, as millennials are generally favored Clinton in the last election. Millennials have grown up with these social media platforms, and being the candidate most in tune with them through social media will help you gather lots of votes.
For example, you can send out this dank meme.
Or you can send out some super lit TikToks like these.
Ladies, if your man is Asian, good at math, and wants to give $1,000 to every U.S. citizen over the age of 18, then I hate to break it to you, but that's not your man. It's really presidential candidate Andrew Yang.
Creating these, and also doing cool dance moves, like Steven is doing now, will help the younger generation remember you, and maybe want to know more about you. They will be pivotal to you winning the next election, so you must appeal to them as much as you can.
Along with the younger generations, you should have tried to appeal to women, as they tend to vote more Democratic. You will gain votes for both the primary and the general election if you stress your policies of fighting for equal pay, increasing assistance for single parents, rights to abortion, and paid family leave.
Also, there are more women voters than men.
Everyone knows that. It's typical AP Gov.
So appealing to them will be a big part of your campaign. Without a strong female turnout to vote for you, you will not win the election. So focusing on policies that really emphasize equal pay and how you will fight for this equal pay will help get you elected.
Moving on from demographics, every great candidate needs a perfect slogan. And in your case, we have 3.
Slogans are something that stand out about every candidate. If a slogan is unique, then it'll have a tendency to be remembered. And that's what we need, the voters to remember you.
First, we have Humanity First. This is the primary slogan that you've created, and it is a perfect message to display what you want to do as president, creating a capitalist economy that puts the person over the dollar. We love it.
Yeah, bro, you're displaying that you want to put the good of the people over everything. It is a simple phrase. It's easy for the people to remember. We want you to start and end every one of your speeches with this phrase to really drive it home. You will want to include this as a hashtag in your social media posts too, along with the hashtag YangGang2020. The YangGang hashtag should take users to a page that has a link to your website or a page they can directly donate to your campaign at.
Next, we have math, which is actually on my favorite hat. To us, it is clear that math stands for Make America Think Harder. It is a very clever acronym that makes you stand out. Wearing your math hat around will entice voters into wanting to learn more about you, since it's such an interesting slogan.
And then finally, we have not left, not right, but forward. This is the least displayed of your campaign slogans, but we think it should be displayed much more, especially when the general election comes. This is a slogan that will appeal to independents because it gives the appearance that you have a more moderate approach to politics. It also displays to Republicans that you are not a tried and true Democrat and that you are not leaning either way. Your only focus is to move forward with the American people.
Yeah, this is totally an intelligent bipartisan phrase that you must display more. We suggest that you should wear hats that display this phrase, and that during your rallies, you should display banners with the phrase in the background or on the front of your podium.
So, one of the biggest questions when it comes to running for president is how a candidate is going to generate money to continue their campaign.
Currently, your plan is to gather followers through rallies and social media and have them invest through your website. You also sell tons of merchandise, including the math hat, which has been selling so hot. T-shirts, stickers, etc., all on your website. This is a great plan because you're staying grassroots while also giving your people something to wear and advertise your name. It's a win-win-win.
Oh yeah, bro. We just got some news. And this is just announced last night, Wednesday night, the 18th. The well-renowned Donald Glover will be hosting a fundraiser for your campaign. He is a producer, director, and actor of the critically acclaimed Atlanta series and a famous rapper called Childish Gambino. Gaining celebrity status to endorse your campaign will be a step in the right direction and will cause you to gain lots of believers and donors.
That's all we have for you today, bro. We'll be seeing you a lot in the next couple months. Adios.
Yo, Marie, where'd you get these new campaign consultants from? They're kind of idiots, bro.